Hey everybody, Jake here, and today we are checking out VITURE glasses. Now, VITURE says that means a view to the future, so let's see how things look. A surprisingly hard thing to angle for the camera. There we go. VITURE glasses. VITURE glasses. What are they, and are they good? So VITURE calls these XR glasses, a term that I had never heard before, but the idea is that you put them on, and through their translucent frames, you see like a big television monitor projected out in front of you, kind of far away. We'll get into that in a minute, but it's supposed to replace a television or a handheld screen in situations in which you would want to do so. Now, the concern, I think, is that the gamers and their monitors, our televisions, our handheld screens, we need low input lag. We need good brightness. We need good clarity, resolution, and generally, I think we get used to our comforts, our ways of playing the games. So can these glasses, these lightweight little things that sit on your face, get even close to providing the gamer with all of the stuff that they need in this little frame? Okay, so honestly, yeah. I see now that this video is going to be a lot of cuts of me putting the VITURE glasses on and then taking them off and then coming back to put my glasses on. So I think the first thing that we need to do is, to the best of my ability, communicate what the VITURE glasses are actually like when you put them on. So enjoy this dramatization that I have made. All right, so you're outside, you pick up your glasses, you put them on your face. I've already got them connected to the Nintendo Switch, and boom. I'm playing. This is me, this isn't real. This is, again, I'm dramatizing for the sake of you, the viewer, understanding my experience, but this, I'd say this is basically what it looks like. You're not missing too much. You know what, then I say that. Okay, hold on, come back to me. I say that, but I think I might actually be selling the experience short, because I truly, I've fallen in love a little bit with these things. And that's fine, right? I think I really need to hand it to the VITURE team. I don't think I've been this enthusiastic about a piece of technology since the original launch of the Nintendo Switch. Because for real, this went from something that I did not know existed, I didn't know products like this existed, to now me thinking that VITURE is legitimately carving out a little piece of the future right in front of us. And I know how crazy that sounds, but I really see a future in which this product or a product like this is just owned by most people when it becomes a more accessible thing. All right, let's take a step back for a second. I'm gonna do my best to explain how all of this works. So you of course have your glasses unit right here. And what you're gonna do is you've got this cord, a little magnet connection right there to the side of the glasses. And then the other end is a USB-C. So anything that you have, any devices you have that can maybe do display out to a USB-C, that this is going to be perfect for, because then all you have to do is plug the glasses directly into that and it just freaking works. I've got my my Android phone right here, my Samsung phone, and I plugged the glasses into them, was watching YouTube videos, having the time of my life. Couldn't believe how well it worked. And here's the really crazy layer to it. Now we're really incepting the glasses, is that I pulled up my PlayStation 5 remote play, got my DualSense synced to my phone, got my phone working through the glasses. Now I'm just in my house playing PlayStation 5 through my glasses. Insanity. But I think the thing that we're primarily concerned with here, of course, is the Nintendo Switch. Now, Nintendo Switch, a little bit of a weird piece of technology. We're doing display out and the power through that USB-C on the bottom. So what VITURE has is this really slick, nice mobile dock. Probably looks a lot like a portable battery. That's because it's also one of those. But you plug your Switch in right here, you plug your glasses in over here, and you're good to go. It works with the Switch. And we're talking 1080p, 60 frames per second. And the cool thing is the Switch thinks it's in docked mode because it's connected to this thing. So if there's, I know there's some games like the Xenoblade games or whatever, a bunch of them are actually, they perform better in docked mode than they do in handheld mode. So though you're, you know, playing on the go, you're playing handheld, you're actually getting docked performance, and it looks like a docked game that you're playing on your TV. I want to talk about the sound. I'm looking for the speak. I know they're here. Found them. Okay. So right up on the side there, on both ends, you'll see that there are speakers. So this thing does have little speakers in it. You can adjust it with some buttons on the sides here. And the sound is like, it's a like almost shockingly good spatial audio experience. I'm not like a huge audiophile, but I found this very impressive. And again, like spatially really impressive, and also just like nice. I'm not the biggest fan of having like buds in my ears, so these just kind of being built into the sides of the glasses, really nice. I was able to put it at a level where I could hear it totally fine, and then a person even just like a few feet away from me wasn't hearing it at all. So that's cool. Now, before I get into some criticisms, before I get into some negatives, I want to talk about the biggest positive, because I think with these glasses right here, we have discovered as of now the best answer to playing video games in bed. This is a really cool thing. So like, I love playing my Switch handheld, but let's say like I'm going to bed, it's late at night, I've got my fiance Sarah next to me, maybe she wants to go to bed a little earlier than me, as she does. I want to sit there, play some Octopath Traveler 2. Well, this is great because I put these glasses on. I can just have like the Joy-Con wherever I want in bed. I can use the Pro Controller too if I want, but I got those Joy-Con there. I'm just getting comfy. I've got the glasses on, and I don't have this bright screen like bothering somebody next to me. I'm like hearing it through the glasses. They're doing fine. And it's just all around like this cozy, comfortable, shockingly high quality experience. Best way to play video games in bed. There it is. Okay, now some negatives, some neggies. Here's some things. VITURE, if you're listening, here's what I've got for you. So first one, really quick. I feel like this is an easy, question to answer. It's like, hey, if it's really sunny outside, you're trying to play it in the sun, how's it gonna be? Not very good. But you get this guy. It blocks out the light in front of you. You put that on there, absolutely no problem. It's great. There you go. That's an easy one dodged. My number one criticism is that every single piece of instructional material, every pamphlet, every starter guide, everything I saw on the website, all of the information about how to use, set up, tweak this device, it's like spread out over too many documents and websites and online links to the point that it was legitimately confusing and frustrating. So like, it's so simple. It's actually like remarkably simple. I feel like you could put all of the information you need to know about these things on a little note card, but for some reason, I'm going through these quick start guides that I don't understand. Complaint number 2, they give you this bracket, this weird plasticky bracket thing. And the idea is you take that mobile dock, you slot it in here. You take your Nintendo Switch, you slot it in here. Now you've got both of these things connected. You play your little system, you got it going through the glasses, everything's one. This is not a good idea. Nobody wants this. I think the thing that's weird for me about this is that it is like weirdly hard to get the Nintendo Switch. Like, I'm really delicate with my tech products, you know what I mean? And it's really hard to get the Nintendo Switch in without feeling like I'm just like forcing it. And then the reason I'm not doing it on this video is because I don't want to. Like, getting it out of this, not fun at all. Same thing with when I wanted to change the little like nose bridge things on the glasses. I wanted to change them out because I've got a big nose. I found that process was really frustrating too. So maybe there's a more elegant solution out there. If you want to have something like this, it shouldn't be like a pain to put on, take off, that sort of thing. Hey everybody, it's Jake here from the future, because I made this video about a week ago, but in that time I've gotten even more experience with the VITURE One glasses, so I wanted to tell you about some of my findings. First, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is out, and I was actually away from home, so perfect time. I started the game up and primarily played them through these glasses. great way to play the game. So I'm like in a hotel room, I'm away from my television, and I start the game up, and I think like having a fresh new experience, a game I've never seen before. I put the glasses on. I'm really impressed with how cinematic the experience is. And I think part of that is another note I have here. There is a feature, it's a color changing feature in the glasses. Kind of hard to explain, but basically when you're looking in them, you can essentially adjust the brightness. So you're looking at, you kind of have a translucent frame there, you see your surroundings. You can actually dim your surroundings, focus on that huge cinematic screen, really take it all in. An awesome experience. I'm gonna use that word again, cinematic, because that's really how it made me feel. My second note, I imagine a lot of people watching this are like, Jake, you wear glasses. How are you putting those glasses on and things aren't blurry? Great question, commenter that was thinking that. So there's these little dials for each of the eyes. Can you see those there? Can you see those? Yeah. And they call those, that's the myopia adjustment feature. I'm not really sure how they're accomplishing this, but like, for example, I'm nearsighted and I go in here, I put the glasses on and I adjust them for my vision, for my eyeballs, line everything up, and it looks great. I don't know how they're doing it, but I will say I have kind of a light prescription, so it might be a little tougher for people that have more intense prescriptions, but I do know you can get yourself a prescription lens if you anticipate this maybe being a problem for you. Slot those into the glasses, you should be good to go. Another note, I did not get to test this myself, but the mobile dock has, it has 2 slots for glasses, and turns out you can plug, if you have them, a second pair of glasses into the mobile dock, and now you're like, you're each looking at your own big screen there. You can play local multiplayer just like that on the go. Way better than handheld mode, that rules. And my next note, 3D features. The glasses are 3D capable. I'm not the biggest 3D guy, but if you want to consume 3D content, see it in 3D, the glasses are capable of that, and it seemed to work just fine for me. Last couple of notes here. The negatives. When I was talking about the negatives, 2 of my big things were that the instructions and this plastic thing that you slot the dock and you slot your Switch in. So they tell me that VITURE tells me that this is being optimized. And between the mobile dock and this device, they are figuring out ways to make it easier to slot in, take out in the final version. I did not get to see this final version for myself, so take it with a grain of salt, but they tell me it's being optimized. And second, on the note of the quick start guide, they agree that it's not great from what I saw. So that is also being optimized, should be better by the time you get your glasses. They're adding a tutorial to the website. They're making sure all those little instructional materials are more clear. That's what I like to see. And finally, we're at the end of this video here. Let's talk about the price, because I got a little bit of a deal for you. Now remember, we were sent these for review. This is not a sponsored video, but here's what we got for you. We got the code GameXplain. So if you go online right now, you try to get yourself a pair of VITURE One glasses. The glasses are gonna run you about $439, and the mobile dock so that you can use your Switch, connect 2 pairs of glasses, charge your devices, that's gonna run you $129. Mobile dock seems like a pretty good deal for that product, I gotta say. So already I'm a little impressed right there. Makes me think that this is probably a better deal than I think it is. I don't really have any, frame of reference for a pair of XR glasses. But again, $439, and that is without the code GameXplain. You use the code, you bring these down to about $400, and it's around $500 if you want to get the glasses and the mobile dock, connect your Switch. $500 with the code GameXplain, which seems pretty good. So let's bring it all together now. The word I wanted was synthesize. Let's synthesize everything we've said. The glasses. This is like kind of a niche experience. This is for the person that wants to change their handheld mode on their Switch, on their Steam Deck, on their mobile device, wants to bring it to the next level, try to get that cinematic experience. I don't really know how often that situation is going to come up, and I still don't think it's quite, it's still not as good as having that 4K television out in front of you, that kind of experience that we've all come to know and love. But what I will say say is, when I was playing The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom in my hotel room, I started the game up wearing these glasses, and later I was like, okay, I'm gonna play a little bit more, maybe do a shrine or something. I was playing it handheld mode, and my brain was kind of like spoiled. I think it kind of sucked. And I went back to the glasses, and I pretty much have only played the game in the VITURE One glasses. So I think that's a pretty good advertisement for how it upgrades the handheld experience. But again, this is a $500 product with the code GameXplain. So an expensive elevation of a niche experience. We are now talking about something that is more than a Nintendo Switch itself, significantly more. And because we are still at a place where it's not as good as having that huge 4K television in front of you, I think I've got to take some like mental points off in this review for that. Now, the other thing is that obviously VITURE sent us these to review as a free product. I loved these. But as something I would have to pay for, something that I would have to weigh the pros and cons as a consumer, I do think this is such a high quality, well-made product that I'm still giving it a liked a lot. This is a shockingly good experience, to the point that every time I have a gaming session in them, long gaming sessions, comfortable gaming sessions, high quality gaming sessions, I take them off, and whoever's around me, my friends, my family, sometimes I text people, I tell them how shocked I am at how good it is. Just, oh God, really good, really high quality. I liked it a lot. Thank you, VITURE, for sending this over. If you are thinking about getting a pair for yourself, once again, the code GameXplain, use it on the website. Check out the link in the description below for all the details you need to know, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.